How's it going, Pre-Calc kids? Today we are going to look at 2.8a. There may or may not be a b, just like 7 may or may not have a b. If I do, I'm going to kind of do them together because they're going to be story problems. We'll look at polynomial inequalities. Okay. So, a polynomial inequality takes on the form f of x is greater than 0, or greater than or equal 0, or less than or equal 0, or not equal 0. Then to solve, you find the values of x that make it positive or negative. Okay, this is not noteworthy. Because I don't know about you guys, I would rather just see an example, which is on the next page. Okay. Let your f of x equal x plus 3 times x minus 4 squared. Determine the real number values of x such that cause f of x to be 0, positive, or negative. So first one you always have to look at is 0. Okay, so let's do a. And a is a nice easy one. So we set our x plus 3, nice 3, times x minus 4 times squared equals 0. So you get x equals negative 3 and 4. Okay? Pretty basic stuff. Now let's take a look at where it's positive. Now what to do for b and c? Now you do this. Get fancy. Use the Christmas colors right around the corner. Is you set up this chart. And you put your negative 3, negative 4, what world are we in? Negative 3, or 4. Okay, now this is where we get really fancy. You plug in numbers to your function. You pick a number that's smaller than negative 3. So you could do something like, I don't know, negative 100. Okay, because negative 100 in x plus 3 is, well, that's going to be a negative number, right? Negative 100 minus 4 is a negative number squared, so it's positive. And a positive times a negative is negative. Okay? Now we pick a number between negative 3 and 4. I always use 0 when I can. 0 plus 3 is 3, so it's positive. 0 minus 4 is negative. A negative squared is positive. And a positive times a positive is a positive. Good thing happens to a good person. It's a good thing. And now we have to try a number bigger than 4. So again, I always picture something ridiculous. 100. 100 plus 3 is positive. 100 minus 4 is positive. Squared, still positive. So that is going to be positive. So, to answer a question, B, where are we positive? Well, when x is greater than negative 3. Okay? You can see that's because, well, we're positive here, so we're positive this whole direction. Now C, where are we negative? Well, we're negative from the negative 3 on this direction. So when x is less than negative 3. And where are we 0? Well, when x equals negative 3 or 4. Capiche? Okay, so again, you pick a value that's in between these, greater than or less. Now, you might be saying, Mr. Williger, why can't I plug this in my calculator? Well, because you might not always be able to. Okay? Oh, here's a joke for you. I'm only going to flash for a second. I think it's pretty funny. Okay. Solve analytically. Let's say we have the equation x cubed plus x squared plus 5x. Nope. We'll make that into a 6 and this into a 5. And we set this, that's where we get tricky, greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So first things first, I have to find my zeros. So I'm going to factor an x out of this beast and get x squared plus 5x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 0. So I'm going to get x times x plus 3 times x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So I know my zeros are when x equals 0, -3, and -2, right? Right. So next, you set up your chart. Set up chart. My 0, oops, I'm actually going to leave myself. 0, -2, -3, right? Okay. So now I have to get out of here. Now, third, pick values, plug in. By the way, guys, this is noteworthy. Okay, definitely noteworthy. This is example muy importante. Okay. So I'm going to plug in -100. Well, -100 is negative. -100 plus 3 is negative. -100 plus 2 is negative. Negative times a negative times a negative. Well, that is equal to a negative. So now that one. Let's try this one. Negative 2.5 is the only one I can actually try. Negative 2.5 is negative. Negative 2.5 plus 3 is positive. Negative 2.5 plus 2 is negative. So this ends up being positive. It's going to be important. Now number between -2 and 0, -1. -1 is negative times -1 plus 3 is 2, which is positive. -1 plus 2 is positive, so that is negative. And now a number greater than 0, 100. So I have a positive times a positive times a positive. Are you sure? I'm positive. Okay. So what's this mean for our solutions? Or is solve? Well, it means when x is between -3 and -2, and we use the equal to because that's what we did in the original, we're positive, and when x is greater than or equal to 0, we are positive. And we're done. Nope, that's all there is to it, guys. Alright, last example. Solve x cubed plus 6x squared is less than or greater than, less than or equal to 2 minus 8x graphically. Okay, first, get all your variables to one side. So we're going to get x cubed minus 6x squared, add the 8x on both sides, plus 8x minus 2, subtract 2 from both sides. And that will be less than or equal to 0. Second, graph it. Okay? And I'm going to do that one in class tomorrow, so that way we can go through the keystrokes on the calculator, because I don't have that program with me. And we'll make sure that you guys know how to do that. Quick reminder. So remind me, tomorrow instead of a warm-up, we'll just do this right away, and then we'll get to our audit and all that good stuff. Alright, that's all there is to it, guys. Enjoy!